By Jove, I think they've got it. Netflix, that is, to do with the One Piece live action. What we learned is that fans are expecting you to be true to the source material. Yeah, obviously. Baffling. Look, FYI, I don't think they've got it. Maybe this one particular executive producer who was on board with a Cowboy Bebop as well as One Piece, maybe they've understood. Maybe they've learned something. But Netflix as a whole, as a company, and how they sort of distribute their IPs and run with them, different showrunners, producers, so on and so forth, nah, they ain't learned. But this was funny nonetheless. I saw this and I was like, I've got to cover this. Because it's just interesting. It's like really one of those things. Oh, you actually may have got something for a change. So let's take a look at this, right? Netflix's live-action One Piece executive producer Marty Adelstein reflects on the failed Cowboy Bebop adaptation, and I quote, "What we learned is that the fans are expecting you to be true to the source material." Again, big brain take from Marty here, as if this wasn't patently obvious, but never mind. Netflix's One Piece executive producer Marty Adelstein has revealed that the most important lesson he and his studio learned from producing the streaming giant's live-action Cowboy Bebop abomination was, as audiences have been telling Hollywood for the past decade, that all fans want of any adaptation is source material accuracy. This is the thing. The reason why, and let me just explain this, because a lot of you will know this anyway, but just for those that don't. The reason why they don't stay true to the source material is that they think that they've got the fans' money. So they do dumb little things like change certain demographic sort of characterizations and identities, etc., in an effort to appeal to a new fan base, because they genuinely think that they have the fans' money, audience, time, whatever. Anyway, it's in the bag. They don't care. So they're always trying to widen the fan base. That's why. But yeah, obviously people just want source accuracy because you're a fan of it for a reason. Obviously. Like, that's what you want. Of course. And it's so strange as well. Like, they like I said, they do this with everything. They did it with Star Wars, for instance, right? They do it, and you think, of all properties not to do it on, and the reason why is because Star Wars has a huge fan base. You don't need to appeal to a wider fan base or a wider audience when it comes to Star Wars. But that is what Hollywood does, and it's so moronic, so incredibly moronic. I get it on a property which is quite small, you know, a low-key property, something tiny. Try and broaden the audience, get more money, get more eyes, time, etc. But on big properties, like One Piece is a big property, right? Cowboy Bebop was a big property. These kind of properties, you don't mess with because you don't need to. You've got a big enough audience to make it successful as it is. It's not niche, you know? It's actually got quite a broad appeal, quite a large, especially like Star Wars, for instance. Perfect example of when they really just mess up. Never mind. Super, super funny, but again, dumb nonetheless. So Adelstein, who served as an executive producer on both anime adaptations and whose Tomorrow Studios produced them, opened up about his current mindset during a recent One Piece-centric interview given to Variety's Jennifer Mace. And this is the thing here. So it says, more to come from Variety post-One Piece launch. Isn't that Luffy manga versus Netflix show art just the best? I think they have done pretty well, to be fair. From what we can see, anyway. So reflecting on the total and absolute failure that was Netflix's Cowboy Bebop, Adelstein admitted, what we learned is the fans are expecting you to be true to the source material. As we read the comments in response to Cowboy Bebop, it was always, well, they didn't do this character the same as this and that, he explained. It really taught us a lot of what we needed to do with this one. It's like why do you need to, why was this lesson something you needed to learn? What? Why did you need to learn this lesson, Marty? Why? Super, super dumb. Super, super dumb. Thankfully, Adelstein was apparently not the only Tomorrow Studios team member to learn this lesson, so that's good as well. So, according to studio president Becky Clements, after facing the cold hard truth that their hubris in attempting to Western Cowboy Bebop was responsible for the series' abysmal reception, it became everyone's goal to make sure that when you looked at One Piece, you thought this was a live-action version of the manga that just felt like another feather in the legacy of Oda. That people just get to see it in another genre, but still have the same reaction and feeling towards narrative. Yes, because it's successful for a reason. So you don't change it, because why would you do that? That's so dumb. Incredibly dumb. And they have, like, this is very accurate. They have nailed quite a lot of stuff. So according to the One Piece set photos and trailers released thus far, it seems that Tomorrow Studios truly put their money where their mouth is when it came to the Straw Hat Pirates. I will say as well, Oda creator was apparently on board the whole way and was adamant, no, this needs to be like this, this needs to be like this. So apparently that's part of it as well. So, sure. So, some elements of the series admittedly give off cosplayers, recreating their favourite scenes for YouTube vibe. Arlong looks exceptionally wonky. The fact that a number of scenes seen thus far can be matched one-to-one with the original manga inspires far more hope in the series' faithfulness than possibly anything else could. And that's the thing, they have done pretty damn well. They have done pretty damn well. Could it be better? I don't know. I mean, they are matching a lot like for like. So, of course, large factor in One Piece's source material accuracy is the fact that, unlike with Cowboy Bebop, Tomorrow Studios worked closely with the series' original creator, Ishiro Oda, who was adamant that he have final say in any and all production decisions, which is, again, another reason why the Monsterverse has been relatively successful, because Toho has final say in everything. And that's why Mario was successful, because Nintendo had final say on everything. It's amazing when the series creator has final say what can be achieved. Considering my expected lifespan, I believe this is my last chance to bring One Piece to the entire world, explained Oda in a written reflection on his time working on the live-action series. If we're going to do it, I want to be able to supervise things while I'm still active. That's why I agreed to the live-action adaptation of One Piece back in 2016. Since then, Netflix has committed enormous resources to the production. It was announced that the show will launch in 2023, but they promised that we won't launch until I'm satisfied. And that's great. So, look, it's super dumb that this took as long as it did for that sort of, to kind of sink in that you have to actually respect the source material. But it does seem like they are, finally. What do you guys think? Are you looking forward to this or not? I quite liked the anime. I never read the manga. Although I do like, manga here and there. I'm more of an anime fan. I like watching anime. And I watched it, up until a certain point, and then I sort of just lost track with it. I think I ended up working abroad at the time or something along those lines. Basically, I wasn't able to watch it. So, am I looking forward to this? Yeah, tentatively. Tentatively looking forward to it, actually. But are you guys? Does this inspire more confidence? Let me know. This definitely helps me go, yeah, maybe. Let me just clarify. If this was the people of doing The Witcher saying this, I'd say you're full of shit. But this, and all evidence, points to them actually telling the truth. So let me know. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.